I'm an ambitious girl, right? You said global domination. I want everything that's bigger and better. I want the next step to be bigger than the one I took last. I want my next movie to be bigger. I want my next part to be bigger. I just want everything to be, an upward trajectory. But there were times where I forgot to sleep, I forgot to eat, I forgot birthdays, I wasn't home for Diwali, I would work on Christmas, I was never around. And I looked back, and my mom used to say this, like I have like 11 passports, okay? I have like, my passports are that big. My mom used to always say, you have so many stamps on your passport, but you've never really been anywhere. And it's true. I'd never seen anything.
Hotel room to set. Heartbreaking.
I know, hotel room to set to hotel. I took my first holiday almost 10 to 12 years after I started working. And now I've invested in myself. I'm trying to find things that I like outside of work. I haven't found it yet. I'm a really bad painter. I found out that though. I shouldn't have bought that easel. It didn't work out well for me. But I tried.
What are you painting?
I don't know, I tried. I had a really ambitious, I found this. I was shooting in Silver Lake Studios in New York, and it has this beautiful billboard, which is like, in lights, which is like black and red. And I bought a black easel, and I said, ye to easy hai, red say, I just have to splash paint. It looked like watercolors. By a 2-year-old. It was so embarrassing, I didn't show it to anyone. And I decided painting was not the thing. I've tried knitting, I'm gonna try pottery, I've tried all the things.
You're knitting?
I did. I knitted a scarf. It was 9 feet tall because I don't know how to do corners.
मतलब वो end ही नहीं होता.
चलता है क्या? Angry knitting. And it just became...
You're competitive in your knitting as well.
I'm like, all my emotions are being poured into the scarf. But I mean, now I take time for myself. I'll take a holiday. I spend time with my friends. I laugh a little. I don't always live in work. And I think your life being your work is absolutely untrue. I think we are told that for a very long time, that if you stop working, somebody else will get that opportunity. Don't stop working, but have a work-life balance. I think having a work-life balance is so crucial. And especially us, we're a country of so many people that we are constantly told to say that if somebody else is going to take your spot in a second. But if you invest in yourself and you're really good at what you do, and you kind of find your rhythm and your strengths, focus on that, find a work-life balance, work becomes so much better. You're inspired, you're excited, and that's how I'm being kind to myself, is just by giving myself time.
Because I remember a conversation we had, I think 5 years ago, and actually it was before your marriage, and you said, I asked you, what have you given to have the career that you have? And you said, my life.
I did. I did not have my 20s. I don't remember anything else except being on set, or trailers, or my team. In my 30s, I started going to America, and I was having a little bit of a 2-second music career, and and writers. I feel like people that can create from air, just writing a song, it comes from your head. As actors, we lean on other people's words, we lean on other people's direction, we lean on other people so much to be able to bring our characters to life that we're given way too much credit, I think. But writers, people who conceptualize, people who come up with ideas, whether that's for music or for books or for art, or painters, painting that I liked. I was like, because I didn't think, honestly, after I heard my first song, I was like, oh, I don't know if this is going to be long term. But I was enjoying it too much to give it up, so, and in that phase is kind of where, and this was me in my early 30s, I kind of realized that I really have fun when I hang out with my team after work, or we find a new restaurant, Oh my gosh, a movie has come out, should we go to the theater to watch it? Those were things I just never did. And maybe because I was in America, I had a little bit of anonymity compared to India. I started doing stuff like that. And it kind of shifted my mindset. And I started taking on work with people that I like. I started working with like-minded people. I started looking for like-minded people to collaborate with. I started making friends that like similar things. I started taking time out and, going away for a weekend. How about that? It was such a new, novel concept for me. And that, I think, kind of helped me find a little bit of a work-life balance.
Here's the thing I don't get.
Okay.
okay,
Okay.
is how despite the incredible fame for such a long time, you are able to look at that music career and honestly say it was 2 seconds, right? You were able to walk into. No, listen,
In my
guys.
22-year career, it was 2 seconds only. There are literally 4 singles online, guys. I have 40 in
But
Natasha's laptop, though. There are many songs in her laptop, which will never be heard.
Lekin, Priyanka, you're able to see it with a very
Objectively.
objectively.
Yeah.
You're very realistic and sort of open about, okay, maybe I wasn't so good at this.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of famous people who can do that. How are you able to do this?
I don't know, man. I come from a place of honesty. I think it's just easier to be authentic and transparent. I mean, y'all are talking about it anyway, so I might as well join the conversation.
A lot of you want to get into consulting, and people often think this.
Like, why are you leaving me out? Hear what you really feel all the time, trust me. It's all on my timeline. But I think, like, just being a little bit more real with yourself. I don't have a sense of ego when I walk into a room. I know when my films haven't done well. I know when they have done well. I don't rest on my laurels. I'm never someone who, like, say, wow, my last picture kitni badi hit thi, and then just be excited about that for the next 5 years. No, I'm looking up for the next thing, how I can beat what I just did. I'm always looking at being better than what I was in the past. So I think I can be very honest and say, okay, that was bad, and I cried and I dust myself off, and then abhi kya? You know, what you do after failure is what defines a human being, because failure is going to happen to all of us.
Yeah. That deserves a round of applause. Are you good though with failure? Do you sort of get it out of your system quickly?
No, it takes a lot of dramatics before it comes out.
क्या होता है? What is
Rona,
Priyanka?
dhona,
अच्छा, रोना
overeating,
धोना.
overthinking, overcrying, watching movies for 5 days and not talking to anyone. Like, everybody, it sucks, man, when you fail, whether it's in class or whether it's, you know, in your whatever. Like, any dent hurts when you work really hard and you fail, it hurts. And especially in my job, right? Like, my job is so inconsistent. Think about it. I don't know where my next check is coming from till I sign my next term. I have no idea. So it's so unpredictable that it's not like a 9 to 5. It's not like I get a salary every month. Like, think about the basic of that. It's really a simple, terrifying thought. So to build a 22-year career with that kind of inconsistency takes a lot. And I think it's easier for me when I'm more realistic about it. And I'm like, you know what, that didn't work. How can I make it better? I have to know that to be able to be better. I cannot be deluded. I don't like being deluded, and I don't like deluded people. It's just not my cup of tea. Yeah.
You said something else that I really loved. You said, I don't like to sit in the shit.
I don't. It stinks. Think about it. You sit in the shit, it'll stink. You'll stink. Why sit in it? Go have a shower, get out of here.
What do you do? Practically, what do you do to not sit in the shit?
Lots of tissue paper. Wow, this conversation pivoted. I picked a really solid metaphor, huh? I think that what I meant by that was that, you know, life throws stuff at you. And there are times when everything feels like you're never going to be able to get out of it. Like, it's quicksand. Every day you're being pulled down, or every moment you can't even see a sliver of hope. And we've all been through phases of our lives where that has happened. If you sit, and you should sit and mourn what you're feeling. I really believe in not pushing things under the rug. I believe in actually talking about it. Find a person you trust. It is very, very crucial. And I have friends, and we know people that have, you know, when people think that they're alone, the noise and the fear becomes really big. When you're alone and you're dealing with what you're scared of, you can't fight it because it's in your head, and you can't fight what's in your head. But when you talk about it to someone you trust, whether it's your family member, whether it's a loved one, whether it's a therapist, whatever, somehow the power goes away from it. So what I do when I'm in the shit is I diffuse it. So say I have an issue with you, right? And you know, you and I have had like whatever, you said something about me, because I'll never say anything about anyone. You said
It has to be me.
it has to be you, because you're on the hot seat, always asking us questions. You said something about me. The next time I meet you, I'll talk to you about it. I'll sit you down and I'll say, hey, what do you mean? What happened? What turned? You know, and we'll talk about it for 5 minutes and it's over. And I don't have the baggage around my feet. I move on and it's done. Just move on. You know, life is so much easier when you're not sitting in the shit and carrying the baggage along with you. Usne ye kiya tha, uska ye hua tha, ye nahi hua tha, mere saath this and you're so heavy, you're never going to be able to rise above the water. You have to let it go to keep your head above water. And I like breathing. Fresh, clean air.
Okay, last question, and we open it up to the audience, because this is something I want the practical hack, okay? Because this is something I deeply admire, is how much you get done in a day, okay?
Right.
We also work together on the Geomami Mumbai Film Festival, and it's unbelievable to me that you will find time and you will sort of sit on it with the kind of detail that you do. How do you do it?
If I can't do it, I won't take it on. You know what I mean? So if I've taken on, like you called me and you said, I want you to be chairperson this year, I want us to go in a different direction. How can we do it? I thought about it. I talked to my team. I was like, all right, what does our next year look like? What can we do? I want to be able to prioritize this.